The French press. Invented? I have no idea. But let's get this rolling. First, you're going to want to fill some type of kettle, whether it be electric or metal, to put on the stove with enough water to fill your French press twice. Then you want to go ahead and put it on the stove and turn it on high. Here I'm showing you the different layers of the plunge. Sometimes it can get a little tricky to clean, so in order to clean it the best, you can unscrew it from the pole and it comes apart into 3 pieces, and that way you can just rinse off all the grounds in between and make sure you're getting a clean French press plunge each time. Now it is time to show some patience and wait while your water boils. Now that your water is boiling, you're going to take it off the stove and fill your French press the first time. The reason for heating your French press this way is because glass can stay cold. You want to make sure that the glass is hot when you put your fresh water in there to ensure that the coffee gets an even cook. Also, you want to make sure you keep the plunge top on to keep all that heat trapped inside. Now that you've let your French press preheat while your other water boils, you can go ahead and dump that out. Usually about 30 seconds will do fine. Longer is okay too. It makes it very, very warm. So practice caution when doing this next part because the glass is very hot, it will burn you. You can just stick a paper towel in there to get any moisture out. Next, you're going to go ahead and take some ground coffee. I use about 3 scoops for an entire full French press. It depends on how big your French press is. It depends on how strong you like your coffee. I just go with 3. A lot of other people do too that I've looked up. Now we're going to go ahead and fill the French press with boiling water. I did forget a step here. Usually you can just fill about 2 inches and let that sit for about 30 seconds before you go ahead and add the rest of the water. That just makes it so that the coffee is a little bit more evenly cooked. But this is fine this way. It really came out the same. I didn't really notice a difference, to be honest. Once you have it filled, make sure you put the plunge back on top to ensure that the heat is getting trapped, and also make sure that the filter part is lined up with the spout. Usually you let a French press steep for about 4 minutes. If you do the 30-second trick beforehand, then it's 3.5 minutes after. Right now I'm slowly pushing the grounds down. You don't want to go too fast during this part because grounds are going to seep through and you're going to get a gritty coffee, and you really don't want that. Unless you do. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. Since I missed that 30-second trick in the beginning, I went about halfway first and let it sit for 3 minutes, and then I'm finishing the plunge. When you finish the plunge, make sure you're going all the way down until the plastic bit at the top hits the plastic part on the lid. You don't want any grounds getting through and ruining your cup of coffee. And unless, again, you do want the grounds. But there you have it. Now you have a full pot of French pressed coffee, hot and ready for you in the morning, or in the afternoon, or in the evening, whenever you need that caffeine pick-me-up. Seeing as a French pressed coffee is a little bit stronger than a normal cup of coffee, I went ahead and used some heavy cream for a creamer. I love heavy cream in coffee. If you've never tried it, I definitely recommend it because it's so much fun. I mean, look at it. It's like fireworks, an explosion. Amazing. And now your morning coffee is ready for your consumption. It is delightful with meditation, with a fun creative activity, or just chilling out and waking up. The convenience of this is you can really take it anywhere in your house with you. You don't have to feel like you're restricted to the kitchen. You can have a creamer vessel and take that with you also, like I do here. And it's just a great way to have a fresh pot of coffee without brewing it in a machine.